All right, everyone, it is Christmas Eve at the time of filming this video, and I do want to wish everyone watching and your loved ones a very Merry Christmas if you do celebrate it, and if you don't, I hope you can enjoy some of the retail discounts that go hand in hand with this time of year, and that is actually what we are talking about in today's video, as I do want to hop through a eShop sale that is live from Nintendo with numerous discounts, and I actually want to go through the eShop directly together and walk through some games that stick out to me as some of the best deals to pick up this holiday season on your Nintendo Switch. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below, hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. Now, as I mentioned, guys, today we are hopping through the eShop together to walk through some of the holiday sales that Nintendo has listed right now, and I really just want to kind of go through the great deals section of the eShop with you all, and then kind of share my actual thoughts and impressions on the games that are featured on that section. So this will not feature every game that of course is on sale, because there are a ton of them out there, but it should at least give you a baseline expectation as far as my opinions on what some of the better, more notable deals are on part of this holiday eShop sale. So with that, let's hop through the great deals page together. So as you can see, the first game listed here is actually a pretty crazy discount in and of itself, as it's Saints Row 4 Reelected, coming in at 93% off. This game normally retails for $39.99 and it is marked down to $2.79. I think this one is a no-brainer. You will have a lot of different action scenarios in this game. I have not played it myself. I'm actually going to go ahead and purchase it right now because it's just too good of a deal to pass up, and I do have some eShop credit just left over sitting in the account, and for $2.79 for a $40 game, I think you got to check it out. I will, like I said, maybe share some thoughts in a future video. I don't know exactly what to expect out of this one right now, but you have to mention it because of the steep discount. So hopefully when you guys are watching this, you do get a chance to at least check out Saints Row 4 Reelected at this crazy price. Now, the next couple games will kind of group together because you have Overcooked Special Edition and Overcooked 2, both on a very impressive sale. Overcooked Special Edition coming in at 90% off at just $1.99. And if you guys aren't familiar with the Overcooked series, they are essentially kind of like, I would say cooperative is the way you want to play these games, because it's all about communication with friends, and you want to go through and basically get all of the ingredients for each, in a restaurant scenario, each order. If you're serving different dishes to customers, they're going to require different ingredients, and there's different steps to cook or chop up or throw away waste or clean the dishes. It's essentially a restaurant simulator, but I will say I have played this game with friends and family, and it is a lot of fun, especially when you have 4 people all kind of simultaneously yelling at each other to try to get the message across of what to do, and things can tend to go haywire. And then if you don't like number 1, check out number 2, because they did refine some of the gameplay elements, and there's many more stages and unique themes to discover in this one, and it is also 75% off at $6.24 as opposed to its regular $24.99 price. So both Overcooked 1 and 2 may be worth checking out if you are a fan of cooperative restaurant simulator games, which I normally would not be, but I'm telling you guys, this is a lot of fun, very similar to a Mario Party mini game vibe when you are playing the game. So definitely worth mentioning both Overcooked games on a steep discount. Now, I'm not even going to mention Among Us because it's $1 off and it's like $5, but now it's on sale for $4. So whatever, it was $1. What's the point? You might as well just do it for 99 cents or something. But regardless, we'll skip that one. There is 1 day remaining on the Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition sale. And if you've been around on the channel for a while, you will know my feelings on this game. And it is very unfortunate that it was just a rush job. There is ridiculous amount of bugs and glitches that still exist in the game to this day. However, I will say that they have definitely patched out a lot of the game-breaking ones, but regardless, I think this game's going to continue to get discounted over the course of time, as first impressions are everything, and when fans were excited to boot up these 3 classic games, which to be fair are incredible experiences, they were met by a ton of unfinished textures, random glitches popping in and out, some really funny ones online, to be fair. Like, there's still compilation videos that crack me up every time to this day. So it's unfortunate that this game was rushed out by Rockstar and really tried to hit the holiday window when it clearly should have been pushed back to something like a spring or early 2022 release to finish the game. But I do think that this one will be one that you may want to skip on, and in fact there's only one day left on the sale, as I mentioned, so you may want to skip on this one, just because I think if you can wait to play these games, it's going to continue to get discounted over the course of time, just because the fan reaction, as I mentioned, was not good to this at all. Rockstar, I sure hope they learned their lesson from trying to pump out unfinished games going forward. Now, another notable one that I gotta mention to you guys is Cuphead, and if you've been around on the channel, you know that I am a huge fan of the Cuphead series. It was probably one of my favorite Game Award announcements that this game will be receiving DLC in 2022, so now might be the perfect time to check it out if you haven't already. The one warning label that I will say with this game is it is notoriously famous for being an incredibly hard game. This is another one that if you have another maybe hardcore gamer friend that you grew up with, is the best experience to actually go through and co-op the game together, as you can revive each other, and there's different mechanics that are really fun to experience with a friend playing this game, and I think that's my favorite way to play it. It does of course support single player, so you can go through the entire thing yourself, but this one was so much fun for me to sit down and try to actually get past every stage in co-op, and the amount of retries you will have to do on a stage are somewhat insane, but the payoff once you finally beat that boss you were stuck on, or that stage that you couldn't get past, is absolutely worth it. And I am so pumped that we are getting DLC for Cuphead, and again this one comes in at 30% off, normally $19.99, now marked down to $13.99. So before the DLC drops, you may want to check out Cuphead on your Nintendo Switch. Now, the next game I want to call some attention to is Sonic Mania, and apparently if you purchase a game on the eShop, which to be fair, I don't purchase many games digital at all. I am a very hardcore physical collector, and I always pick those up when possible. I think the story with this one is if I'm remembering correctly, it came out first digitally, and then later on they had a physical release. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that, but this game I had to go ahead and look up the price, since on the eShop it just shows purchased on my screen, but it is half price right now, normally $20, and it is marked down to $9.99. So definitely a title I would highly recommend, especially if you have any form of nostalgia whatsoever for the classic Sonic games on the Sega Genesis, specifically 1 through 3, and then of course Sonic and Knuckles. This is a true return to form for the series, and I think you could argue maybe one of the best Sonic games we've seen released in recent memory, as it just brought back that classic fast action platforming vibe that we know and love from the Sonic series, but that was sadly not translated as well through the 3D world, and you will have, you know, hardcore Sonic fans such as myself really not enjoy all of the 3D installments. Although they have had some good ones along the way, a lot of them have been missteps in my personal opinion. But definitely look into Sonic Mania if you are a fan of the classic Hedgehog style of gameplay from the Sega Genesis era, because this is amongst the greatest Sonic games in my opinion. Now, the next game we got to mention, and one that actually only has one day remaining also, so hopefully you're watching this on Christmas Eve, or, you know, maybe Christmas Day at the latest. I don't know if this one day remaining means it expires tomorrow. It probably does at some point, but this is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, and if you've seen some of my other videos, you may know that I'm not always the biggest racing game fan, as just the traditional, more realistic style racers just don't do it for me for whatever reason, and I never really put too many hours into them. However, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit is one of the funnest installments in the entire Need for Speed franchise in my opinion, and it's got that cops and robbers type of vibe where of course you are running from the police trying to take you down, or I believe you can also play as the police and try to catch the driver that is attempting to get away. But this is at 70% off, which is definitely a notable discount. It is normally $39.99 and now marked down to $11.99. So definitely check out Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered if you enjoy a different take other than what a traditional racer would be. Now, the next game that actually sticks out to me just from the overall style and the presentation, and I wasn't going to talk about this originally, but Blasphemous is actually 75% off right now, and it stuck out to me as kind of a little bit of Castlevania vibes, if you will. Like, it definitely keeps to a 2D side-scroller pixel art style game, and it describes itself as an action platformer, and I definitely could see this one being super enjoyable. And, you know, I probably wouldn't pick it up for a $25 price just because I'm not familiar with the game itself, but this one coming in at $6.24 is going to be another one I will absolutely have to add to my list to purchase. And bonus, there is a demo available, which is a fantastic thing that I love to see continue on the eShop over the course of time. We are getting more and more demos on these games, so if you're not sure on it, go ahead and at least get the demo, check it out, see if you like it, and then grab this at its 75% discount at just $6.24 if you do enjoy Metroidvania style games with some action and some platforming along the way. So I definitely will be checking out Blasphemous and hopefully purchasing it after a brief playthrough on the demo. Now, next up on our list is Hades, and it is currently 35% off, coming in at $16.24 as opposed to its $24.99 price tag. And you guys have to play Hades if you haven't already. It is a truly incredible masterpiece of a game. It won multiple Game of the Year awards from multiple publications and was really noted as one of the best roguelike games out there. I still hold it amongst the best roguelike of all time, in my humble opinion. And I think that you have to get into this hack and slash fun style game if you haven't already. There is, of course, the big risk with this game. When you die and you're having a great run, you feel extremely defeated, but there are some things that help you become stronger along the way. So it's not like you're truly losing all of your progress, although in a sense you are. But this is definitely one that on the Nintendo Switch you have to play if you haven't already. I love playing this game sometimes when I'm on the go and have my Switch in portable mode. I definitely would recommend picking this up on the Nintendo Switch platform versus any others. So check out Hades for 35% off at $16.24 if you haven't already. Now, next up, we have to briefly mention Loop Hero, and sadly, I don't have much to say on this as I've never played this game, but I know there is some real fan hype behind it, so please share with me if you know anything about Loop Hero in the comments down below, why you enjoy the game so much, because I know this has a huge following, and it was a very pleasant surprise when it was announced for the Nintendo Switch, and this is not a large discount, but it is 10% off, so you might as well pick it up as it is a relatively new title to the Switch, and you can at least save a little bit of money on Loop Hero. But like I said, I do want to hear from you guys in the comments down below what makes Loop Hero so great and special, because just looking at some of the overview trailer, I still don't know exactly what kind of experience I'm in for, but this will be one that I will absolutely pick up and check out on my Switch. Now, the last few games I'll somewhat loop in together just in the interest of time, as I'm realizing this will turn into a very long video if I don't, but I do have to mention to you guys Death's Door to absolutely hop in, check it out on your Nintendo Switch. I am so thrilled that this game made it over. My intention is to buy this on the Switch, and I will, but I got a little bit impatient when I saw that it was coming to the Switch, and I went ahead and played through it on the Xbox, because this takes a lot of inspiration from both the Legend of Zelda series and the Dark Souls series, which if you guys have been around on the channel, you will know those are two of my favorite gaming series of all time. I'd say the big three for me are Zelda, Metroid, and Dark Souls, so it's like it can't get much better than that. It definitely has a unique vibe, unique bosses, and some very intense combat. I have not completed the game all the way yet, but I've enjoyed every minute of gameplay and can't recommend it enough at 25% off on your Nintendo Switch right now, coming in at $14.99. Burnout Paradise is another one we have to quickly mention, coming in at 67% off. This is another one, disclaimer, that only has 1 day remaining at the time of filming this video. Another unrealistic racer that just has some really fun moments involved with it, and definitely a lot of fun to sit down and play. Mortal Kombat 11 coming in at 80% off, $9.99 as opposed to its normal retail of $49.99. Definitely pick up Mortal Kombat 11 if you haven't already. It does run very good on the Switch and is a super enjoyable installment in the Mortal Kombat franchise, and if you know anything about Mortal Kombat games, you know what to kind of expect with this. The last honorable mention I will say is Dying Light Premium Edition, which is discounted 25% off, down from $49.99 to just $37.49, and this looks fun if you are into killing zombies and surviving, and definitely playing with friends as well, as I know that a lot of people talk very highly about the multiplayer in this game, and it allows for local and online co-op, so definitely another fun game to pick up and maybe play through with a friend. But guys, at this point in the video, I want to hear from you on what you think the most notable games are that we covered today. You know, which ones maybe we didn't cover that you are interested in as far as the discounts, because like I mentioned, there are just too many to simply fit into a video and give impressions on. But I want to hear from you on, you know, what Christmas gifts you may be expecting, or maybe you're going to get, and then how you're going to use any eShop credit that you may either end up purchasing or getting as part of the Christmas season. So I do look forward to hearing from you guys on all the things we talked about today, as I do look forward to getting a back and forth conversation started with you all around this topic. Thanks so much for watching the video today, everyone. I do truly appreciate you all sticking around until the end. I do at this point in the video want to invite you all one more time to join Sunbro Nation if you haven't done so already. Do so by subscribing below, hit the like button on your way out if you enjoyed it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. That's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you all have a great day and a Merry Christmas. Sunbro Nation, out.